is this black magic thing real? Wendy? I'm going to either one.
Okay, I believe it. Black women get a lot of slack, negative slack, in a lot of areas. But what we are is nurturers. We're supporters. We do it all, and we don't complain. We make things happen. You okay over there?
Wait a minute, Diamond K just almost had a season, y'all. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Y'all didn't see it. He almost fell out the chair.
We do get a lot of black women get a lot of negative publicity, and we always want to be called the angry black woman. You know, we be disrespected a lot more than any other culture. Women,
That's a fact.
yes,
That's a fact.
but we have been nurtured. We've been taking care of folks for years. Not just
Cradle.
in our community, in other communities. And we do not get recognized for it. And it hurts. It really hurts. And to see Denise, somebody that I just haven't seen in about 15 years, we used to work together.
Wow.
But I was introduced, somebody showed me her page.
Wow.
And I didn't even know it was her.
Wow.
But to see her again and just see where she's at, we don't uplift one another enough.
Absolutely.
And even with me starting my business, that's what I wanted to create. I wanted to uplift, help women just feel a little bit more better about themselves.
Women like you.
What do you mean by that?
Women like you, like your culture, your desires,
Absolutely.
your thoughts,
Yes.
your feelings.
Yes.
People that you can relate to, because it's not something that it's exclusive to just our culture of women, but you are alluding to the fact that you sisters, I mean, it's three business owning women in front of me right now. I feel discriminated against today. I just want to know. I just want you to let me
Welcome to my world, EJ.
You'll be all right though.
That's a whole
It's
other
okay.
topic. We'll talk about that.
We've been doing this for years.
Amen. So yeah, I mean,
It's second nature for us.
I love it.
I know for me, I can speak for myself. It's second nature to be a nurturer. It's second nature to be a caregiver. It's second nature to uplift someone, to teach someone, to educate someone. And as I was taught growing up, if you can't help someone, then leave them alone.
Wow.
Because if someone is in the gutter, and if you can't extend a hand to bring them up, how much energy does that take? It takes more energy to try to hold them down with your foot than extend your hand. So that's just how I've lived my life. And I'm just glad certain things was instilled in me as a child. And I've just been passing it on throughout my life.
Absolutely. Cool. Black girl magic.
Black girl magic.
Go ahead.
I think when it comes to black women, it's always black girl magic ? Always. And no matter how much that question mark comes about, we always show people how great we are. When the whole world doubts us, even when black men doubt us, that question mark, we prove to the world every single time how great we are. When you think about even times, when you think about slavery, to have our kids taken away, sent somewhere else, and then we take care of white women's children and still love them like our own.
More.
Yes. Delivering babies.
Right.
Playing that role, the mother role, and to try to be whoever else that you need to be, wearing a million different hats, being a girlfriend, being a mother, being everybody. When you don't have, depends on how you grew up, You don't have food. It's like we got a little magic kingdom in the back. Come out with a pot of soup.
Make it happen.
Yeah, that's what we do. You know, when the world hands us lemons, we make lemonade. That's just what we do. And we have always done that. And so when that question mark is there, I think that we prove to the world every time just how magical we are. So, you know, that's why I'm always proud of us. I think that we are like the most amazing things walking this planet. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Yeah, I think we're great.
Absolutely.
Jen, I mean, do you have anything to add or piggyback?
Yes. Black girl magic is definitely real. We see it each and every day. It was important that I felt we needed to highlight Black girl magic because, as Wendy said before, a lot of times I don't think we get the spotlight like we should.
Right.
And society will have you think that we tear each other down, that we're nasty to one another, that we don't uplift each other, that we're always fighting. You see Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives and see people butting heads. But just to give you just a brief synopsis, I've never met Coop. This is my first time meeting Coop. However, you brought up Coop when I said something about doing the Black Girl Magic Show. And I'm like, definitely bring her in. You know, and then I researched her business. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is an awesome idea. This is absolutely great.
Right.
And, you know, just to extend a compliment to a stranger that I see doing something, you know, completely dope, that is another woman.
Right.
It takes nothing to do that. I met Wendy from another woman, a football mom.
Holy dirt.
Holy dirt.
Holy
she
dirt.
said, girl, I had this amazing experience.
Who got this. Did she have the V stem?
I'm like, what? I pulled out my phone, pulled out my IG. I was like, what is it?
Did she had a V stem or?
We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that.
STEM.
However,
I was thinking the STEM technology.
However,
the steam or the butt lift.
I think society puts us against each other. They put us against our men. We talk about this all the time.
We've been talking about this for like 5 years.
Put us against our men and, you know, isolate us to a place where, you know, I think that we tear each other down and we, you know, put ourselves in the negative light. But I see women motivating other women more than I see the other stuff. I see women helping other women more than I see the other stuff. So this was important for me to highlight this. This was important for me to say, on my birthday. What better day?
Or whatever the hell you're doing.
When the Lord
your birthday passed a long time ago. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Black girl magic. It's a perfect opportunity. But I think that, you know, we live in a society that has so many vices to tear us apart.
Absolutely.
Tear us down. The images we see. The negative stereotypes that we have, like you said, the angry Black woman, you know,
and we are misunderstood a lot. I just want to add
no. That's a whole nother show. I'm one of the women. Sometimes what we see is what we get. I own the angry woman because I think we have so much to be angry about. However, I think that we have so much to move forward in healing from. But before we can heal, we have to own and recognize why we're angry. You got to put it on the table and say, this is why I'm so mad.
Mine don't come from anger. Mine's come from passion. So
passion can also be misconstrued as anger.
I think that's what she's saying is
That's exactly what I was about to say. We get misunderstood. I can only speak for myself. And just in my family, with my kids, raising them.
And how old are your kids, if you don't mind? I knew you said they were grown at one point.
Yeah.
But shout them out, because you forgot to.
My daughter, Jasmine, she's 28. She's a registered nurse. Get ready to be an MP.
Hey,
yes,
more Black girl magic.
She has her own business as well. She'll be in Miami Saturday at the nurse convention as a vendor.
From Baltimore.
She's from Baltimore. She currently lives in Atlanta. Yes.
And then who else? Who's the other?
My son, Gino.
Gino.
Yeah, he's 22. Last year at Morehouse.
Yes, Gino.
Is he in the fraternity?
This time next year, me and my husband was going to celebrate. I told him.
First of all, relax. First of all, relax, because Gino might come home for at least a year. Gino, take your ass home for a year, live on your parents' good electricity, and find you a job until you're ready to leave. I'm just saying, Gino, do it. I mean, they ain't not gonna tell you no. You just graduated.
Wendy not gonna put you out.
I
Gino,
don't care. He can graduate, come home. I don't
Gino,
care about that.
Graduate, come home. There'll
There'll
be none of that nonsense they was doing before you left. Okay, naked Scrabble and all that bullshit is going to cease. You go back and you reclaim your time, goddammit. This is my room. In case y'all forgot. It's that bullshit. Y'all ain't get rid of Gino. Y'all ain't get rid of Gino. Damn it.
Look, whatever they want to do, I told
is
him they
he
had 20
looking in the fraternities, anything like that?
No, he didn't do any of that. Neither one of them.
Cool.
did.
All right. I just had to ask real quick. Don't talk about.
I think the whole black girl magic movement, like Cooper saying before, we wear so many hats. We're the doctor, we're the wife, we're the girlfriend, we're the lover, we're the chef, we're the counselor.
I can't give y'all the doctor.
The maid.
No, doctor, real life. I've done surgery out of my purse.
Can't give y'all the doctor.
On many occasions.
I'm still holding to this day that my mother, when I stepped on a rusty nail in the backyard, shout out to mom, she was like, get over it.
But did you die? Did you die? Are you not saying
here
you're in the land of the living?
She wiped some type of.
All right, shout out to mom.
Nah, not at all.
Shout out to mom.
Not at all.
Well, she wasn't that serious.
But also,
I got a couple more stories.
But also, in talking
day.
about black girl magic, we can't forget about the black boy joy as well.
No.
But no, I'm saying that. I'm saying that
we gonna have our time.
That to say because I think as African Americans as a whole, where we come from, all that we've been through, we need to do as much as we can to highlight the best that's in us, the magic that's in us. I truly believe women are majestic. The things that we do, the outcomes that we have is nothing short of magic. Nothing short of, some type of outer plane of enlightenment that we have. And a lot of times, I don't think we even recognize it.
Well, I'm going to put it in perspective for you. I mean, I'm a proponent of this, and I was all down for it. And I know two of you personally. I'm getting to know you a little bit. You have two twin boys.
Twins, Jordan and Julian.
Holy dirt. And you were raised by your daddy, who you love and adore. And
I love my daddy.
So,
I love my mama too.
So somehow, a man was in your life, and you're raising two men. You got two. You got Black Ass Shigo. And then you have your husband. So I mean, what we're looking at right here is, and I think societally we have a problem. And this is always my combative answer. One side typically always thinks they know what the other side is, and then they generalize. You people don't really have to deal with that because you know what y'all walking home to when y'all go there. But we as a people have to stop writing each other off.
Right.
We also have to have some sense of strength within, and then we also have to understand that the other side is something special, is unique.
Right.
Because it's funny. I was talking to somebody about something. It was totally personal. I ain't gonna get into it, but they were coming at me from the perspective of a woman and how it feels as a woman. And I said, well, you got a son. Well, how are you going to feel when one day your son comes to you and says the things that I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all three of y'all got sons. Mm-hmm. So it's like you can't, as Black people, and every culture goes through a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Every culture goes through a lot of things, but we come from a Black perspective. You can't have one thought about the other side. You three certainly cannot. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a testament, and I don't know how long you guys been married and everything. And like I say, she's one half of one of my favorite two couples. But we need to start getting back to, I don't know if it's getting back to the values, but it's getting back to certain things that make sense. Mm-hmm. And when things make sense and people are happy and things are good, let's promote that. Let's do better at that. We got 3 business women here, young. Y'all all who y'all are, be who y'all are, and promote that. Let's promote that. That's what I'm at.
Okay. Thanks,
Absolutely.
EJ.
I know we
That's
often, I know EJ and I have often talked about in our podcast the disconnect and within the Black family, within Black couples and Black marriages. So, just like you said, recognizing what's special and unique about the other makes it important. So today we're recognizing the Black woman and the magic that she spreads throughout all cultures and nations. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm definitely not sorry.
That's
definitely,
right.
you still on the beast.
I am scientifically.
I mean, don't get me wrong. As you said before, Black women we out here. We are opening businesses. We are getting these degrees, ladies.
Y'all are running laps.
We are making good salaries. We are doing well. We're doing well. However,
then we have our Black men is doing well as well.
No, listen.
How about
can I stop y'all?
Can you let them say one positive thing about guys?
No.
Good.
You know
It's
why?
great.
You know why, Dominic?
They overdo it. Damn it! I
Dominic
can't hold back no more. I couldn't hold back no
He was
more.
itching. But Dominic, we don't. This is their time because we're.
It's always their time.
No.
It's their time every day.
it's
Mother's Day gotta be bigger than Father's Day.
Let me just say one thing.
every
goddamn
time.
No, let me
Get there and shine.
This one thing.
I know, but
we
that's-
almost made it.
We're all.
We almost made it. I said, Diamond K, don't start no stuff tonight. He sat over there quiet as a mouse the whole damn show. Ain't say nothing.
Why are you
Keep
quiet?
trying to compose yourself. Go
Why
ahead.
you not bring up Mother's Day? That's
Go
a
ahead.
man.
Go ahead. Say what you
Right?
want.
We know
What I like to say,
EJ.
our Black men have it rough.
Yes, sure.
They have it really, really rough.
Somehow on the Black Girl Magic show,
Now she talking.
one of our guests.
I'm
had
sorry. I mean,
the
I'm
bill-
just.
no, this
That's
is
why
the
women
big
are
up to
so
you.
great
This
because
is
they can
why-
understand.
through everything
Yes.
that you guys can go through and everything that we've been talking about is a testament. And I gotta stop you. This is a testament to. I'm gonna reiterate. All of these women up here, between you guys, 1, 2, 4, 2, math fucked up. 4.
Women, what?
Between y'all have 4 sons.
Okay.
I think my math's fucked up.
Women,
Yeah.
two.
She has
I
one.
One,
have two.
She has 2.
two,
So it's 4.
Yeah,
It's
2
5.
sons.
5. Goddamn it. My
Five.
bad. Math wasn't my shit. I don't care. My thing is, between the 5 of y'all have sons. So let's just 3 to 3 of y'all. I'm sorry, y'all have 5 sons. Y'all value the Black man. And somehow,
Absolutely.
when y'all show, you have been able to find a space to big up the Black man. Go ahead, do your thing. Goddamn, I ain't got nothing to say.
No, really. I mean, I think. Well, I don't think that you can really talk about Black Girl Magic without mentioning the Black Girl Magic. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you kind of brought it up. My magic would not reign the way it does if it wasn't for my father.
Absolutely.
Daddy's girls.
So before I even knew I had magic, it was instilled in me through my dad.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking
Absolutely.
nothing away from my mother because I mirror my mother. Her hustle, her drive, her nurturing, all of that. But when you have daddy around to tell you you're beautiful,
That's so true.
when you have daddy around to tell you you do what you got to do, my father told me to start my business. My father. With all the doubts I had, he said, Jennifer, what are you waiting for?
Did he threaten?
Do it.
Did he threaten you after that? Because I see
my
myself
father
being the
never
older man.
threatens me.
I'm an asshole.
You see this tiara on my head? It's for
Y'all was spoiled.
threaten
Though.
me.
Y'all spoiled though.
But call it what you want. I call it well taken care of. My father showed me my worth.
No. This is hold on. Let me stop you. There's a total difference between being showed your worth and being spoiled. See, I'm an asshole father. I'm an asshole father. I'm an asshole father. No. I don't want to get into that with you. But when my kids, like when my one daughter said something to the other one, like, this is mine, this, that, and the third, I'd be like, hold up. Y'all share all this shit together. You get her that, and you get her that. And I don't want to hear nothing else, or else I'm coming back in this month. And 9 times out of 10, I ain't going to do nothing now, but I'll be selling wolf tickets. You know what I'm saying?
That's not about
Absolutely.
your daughters. That's your assholeness. That's you.
I'm an asshole father, okay? And I'm proud of it. You got to be an asshole father. But they know at the end of the day when they want something, they know how to get it. And they ain't proud of it.
Girls or boys?
I got all girls. They some assholes.
Oh, they
My
gonna
girls
get it
some
from
assholes. My youngest one is she just something different. Okay. And then the
That's
middle
usually how
one,
the youngest one
They're
is.
always saying that about her.
and then the middle one, she want to reason and have a dissertation. And then the oldest one just be like, why? And then get sad. I be like, don't get sad.
I always believe that
That's
daughters
how
make fathers better men.
Nah, definitely, because I'll be out here wilding.
Well, me personally, I really admire men who are great fathers. Myself being someone that never had a dad. I mean, I have one, but not really. And I just always respect men for being there. It's not about being perfect, or even about being perfect in life or on paper. It's about being there and being the best dad that you can possibly be. So, the moments where I get to see, my daughter with her
Black ass Chico.
With her dad, as you refer to him as Black ass Chico.
Billy D in the West Side.
Yeah, when she's with her dad, or even to see her like with her granddad, and those types of things, I really appreciate those moments because she's getting something that, I never had. And I know that those moments help to shape, who she'll become, how she'll deal with people, how she'll feel about herself, how she is in a relationship, what her expectations are when she's in a relationship. So, or just, just having, just being in this world and knowing that you always have somebody that has your back, your dad, like that in itself is just special. So,
Wendy, back to you. Because you were giving us, I feel like Wendy. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. This is my first time meeting Wendy, right? I feel like Wendy is so calm, it's so positive. I feel like you whoop some ass, man.
What? Who are you even talking to?
I feel like are you from east side of Baltimore?
I am born and raised.
What block?
Chase Street.
Kenwood and Biddle.
No, further down.
Yeah.
You were down the hill.
Yeah, so like I said, Wendy was out there playing double dutchess. She whooped a couple people's ass.
Never, ever, and I have been in many fights, but none that I started. Just because people
that was my point. That was my point. What I said was you whoop some ass because your demeanor is too calm.
You sound like one of my clients now.
Like when I look across the table, I'm talking to all East Side women. I know Coop tempers real short.
I'm not East Side. See that my husband has everybody thinking that I'm East Side. I'm not an East Side girl.
So where you from,
I
Coop?
was born and raised in West Baltimore, and I moved to East Baltimore in high school.
Yeah, East Side. So going along, you went to.
But I love the East Side.
You went to. What high school?
Mervo.
All right, so I firmly believe it. Wherever you went to high school, that's where you went. But
Me too.
Then again, you different.
That's kind of. What you mean? That's kind of different.
No. You Dunbar, so you're East Side too.
Oh yeah.
So wherever you went to high school,
but to be honest, my origin is actually West Side.
Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. Wherever you went to high school, that's where you from.
Okay.
Because that's who you know right now.
That.
That's who's logged in live right now.
You're
That's your first clients right now. You know what I'm saying?
And probably your friends. Like
I was born in the Bronx and moved here, and but home is Strong Island. Rest in peace to the knights that lost their lives, Melissa and Janelle.
Definitely.
I said that last show, it didn't get recorded, but I gotta say it again. Hold your head, my man Kwani. Gotta send him something. But yeah, where you go to high school? Where you from? But my whole original point was you so calm that I'm afraid.
There's no need to be.
Good. You should be.
I'm getting to know my part-time boss.
Look, you trying to get this so bad. Oh God.
Listen, I'm organized. I'm very customer service oriented.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
You are laying it on
and you will
thick,
be
brother.
very, very customer service.
I can't even be mad.
Yeah, Northern Parkway. Are you kidding me? I can jog to work. No, I can't jog.
But it's one more thing I wanted to say. And talking about Black Girl Mansion, like I said, I definitely gave a shout out to my dad and all that he.
I didn't give one out to mine, and I have an amazing father. I am the woman I am.
What's his name?
Which legal name?
No, you guys don't.
We call my father Tom. His friends call him Fish. But
Okay.
his name is Thomas, but the kids, we've always called him Tom.
Okay.
But since my memory will allow me to go back, my father worked as an employee for one day in his entire life.
Wow.
So he had a job. He turned 17, 18, went and worked for a company and quit. And from that moment, he said he would be an entrepreneur.
What business did he
Shout
start?
out to him.
Well,
That's
he's
what's
just
up.
retiring, but he's retired as he had a
dope.
construction company.
That's dope.
But my father, who was a dropout, went back to school, educated himself right at MICA.
Micah.
Okay.
He made jewelry, gold and silver jewelry for years. Was very good at it, successful at it. But 20 plus years ago, he switched and got into construction.
Very nice.
He raised his family. My mother worked, but he raised his family being self-employed since he was 18.
Wow.
Started out with a record shop on Green Mountain Mirror. He still got the building.
Green Mountain.
Really?
Green
I know
Mountain
where that
Mirror.
is.
Mhm.
Okay.
But he used to take me to work with him all summers, every weekend.
That's dope.
I mean, the cash register back then was 1 penny, 5 cents, 10 cents. Where you had to push
Oh,
the
wow.
buttons down. I remember this because
Kind
I
of
had to
dating
stand
yourself
in
a
the
little
store.
bit, but you're doing good though. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He still has that cash register. I told him if he ever get rid of it, I want
Well, you
it.
better keep that.
Something.
But you
Right
just
for money.
push it,
Yeah.
push the 1 penny, 25 cents, whatever it was. So I was raised in his businesses growing up.
That
He
is-
used to go
That's
to
what's up.
festivals. I loved festivals, and sell merchandise and do all of that. And I remember once I graduated from Mervo, I had my license and started working. I was 18, and I told him by the time I was 25, I wanted to own my first business. And he looked at me and said, "Why 25? Why not 19? Why not 20?"
Yep.
I was like, "I'm not ready," but it clicked, and I did. And I was like, "Oh wow!" But I didn't think I didn't think I was ready. He was like, "Yeah, you are.
Right.
Yes,
You
you
did that.
are." So the woman that I am today, I know it's because my father.
Amen.
And I'm thankful for him. I really, really am. I tell him all the time how proud I am. We go through life. We all make mistakes. We all do things.
Right.
Him and my mother still married today.
Awesome.
She laughed.
Oh, yes, I am. Because to be with somebody for 50-something years, for being a teenager, to that age, you go through a lot. But what my father taught me was a strong man. And that's the point I was trying to make. And I knew as a teenager when I was dating, I knew in my early 20s.
So what you're
I
saying is you
needed-
made it hard for hubby right now.
No.
No, I'm joking. I'm
No.
joking.
No,
I'm
I'm not
joking.
saying that. I knew the type of man that I needed for me.
That's what's up.
And I'm saying we just don't give our black men enough credit.
But
my
hold on,
husband
don't.
is amazing.
Diamond K is loving it over
He
there.
is
but
smiling
we're gonna
hard
have, we're
over
gonna
here.
have,
It is. We have
we're
so
gonna have
many.
a Black Men Matter
Black
show.
Boy Joy. Yes.
Just
we
tune
gonna do
in.
it.
Don't even worry about it.
We can do
But Jen, I want to still because your daddy raised you and your sister.
Yep.
So you were looking like you were about to get sentimental.
I was
Say
a little,
something
just a
about
little
daddy.
bit.
You
Just
brought
a-
back.
No. I gave credit to my dad, but I come from a strong lineage of women.
I didn't get to that part. Yeah.
Women, you hear me? Like I'm talking grandmother,
Mhm.
great aunts,
Mhm.
aunts,
Mother.
cousins, women, and I mean making ways out of no way, being a part of the village, taking care of each other. Like my cousins are like my brothers and sisters.
Mhm.
We're close like that. So I definitely just wanted to highlight number one, my mother, because I would not be able to chase these dreams and do what I'm doing if it was not for her.
Absolutely.
If she did not allow me to follow my vision, if she did not give me those tools to say, you can do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
And my grandmother also, who, was a strong woman, raising children, and just setting that foundation for our family. I have strong aunts. I have an aunt that's a principal. I have, an aunt that does is in the military. I have these strong women figures in my family. And I grew up seeing this, that, you can do whatever you want to do, whatever
Black Girl Magic has been instilled in you.
Oh, generations. I've heard stories of my great-grandmother and how she was tearing down West Baltimore in her day, like, come from a line of them,
Well, I told you about my grandmama and her beast game appointment, so that just tell you. So that
I really am.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I really am happy for her.
87.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Let her be great.
Yes.
I'm not going cool.
She's just trying to be happy.
Yes.
It's no age limit on
it.
It is.
Cool.
The magic rings. It's no age limit. It's no cut off on the magic.
Look like?
We're not doing this.
Cool. Do you have anybody to attribute your Black Girl Magic to?
I do.
Go ahead.
Everybody that knows me knows how much I love my grandmothers. Both of them have passed on. My mom's mom and my father's mom, although I didn't have a relationship with my dad, my grandmother was like awesome. Like she was always there. And I really think in a lot of ways she tried to be everything that he was not, and so that I would not feel what comes along with a absentee dad. My grandmother was great. She was that grandmother that had soul food Sundays.
Yes.
The Cooper family can fit in the kitchen of a 3-bedroom house. I mean, in most 3-bedroom houses, the kitchen is just a regular small kitchen. The whole Cooper family could fit inside of that kitchen. And she had food for all of us and a plate to take home and a friend if you bought one of those. And that's just who she was. My grandmother was awesome. And then I had another grandmother. Get out of here. And I had another grandmother. Also, that particular grandmother, she was the grandmother that, she made sure you had what you needed.
She whooped your ass.
No, she didn't. No, I had that. My grandmothers were not like that. They did not beat us.
I just want to know. That's a random question.
They just loved us up. We didn't get any beatings around there. No, my mother took care of that.
I'm about to say somebody should beat you. You got temper. I'm joking.
Yeah, but my grandma, she was that person that made sure that you had your wants. My other grandmother,
one of those grandmothers.
She was a grandma, but let me tell you how awesome she was. As a kid, I was really into my Cabbage Patch Kids, whatever I was into.
Love those dolls.
She was into it right along with me. My grandmother cut up her fur coat to make fur coats
for your kids.
For the dogs.
My Cabbage Patch Kids.
That was
yes, she did. That's who my grandmother was. And everybody, I'm telling you, my grandmother, she knew all my friends by name. My friends would call me like, "Yeah, I saw your grandmother and your aunt in the market today." Who are they talking about? Like, they know all of my friends. They know everybody. They know everybody. Everybody that knows me knows my grandmother. And then I had the other grandmother. She didn't have much. That grandmother, my mom's mom, was a preacher. She was an awesome lady. She was so special because I can't remember a time that she ever bought me a gift. She never bought me anything, but she always had a kiss for you. She always had a hug for you. She always, like every day when we would go out to school, and we were latchkey kids. I mean, we caught the bus like early. We caught the subway early. We were not silver spoon kids. We just were not. And my grandmother would pray for us before we would before we would leave. She would take the little oil and put it on her head. Yeah, she'd make a little cross. She'd get that olive oil out and smother your head.
Y'all going out this door.
In the sage.
In
the sage.
In the name of Jesus. Amen. Yeah, and she just prayed for us. Like, she was that grandmother that always gave us love. And yeah, she was. I was her favorite though. No offense, Tracy. Don't be upset. Other grandkids, she loved you all, but she know that I was the favorite.
What's wrong with you?
I know. Yeah, but
but hold on, real quick. I want Wendy, because Wendy talked a lot about her dad. Talk about your mom real quick.
My mama.
If you can.
Yes, I can. My mother is fine. She's amazing. I tell anybody I can't keep up with my mother.
Wait a minute. I gotta catch myself because I was so infatuated with your 87-year-old grandma. Your mother is getting popping too. You know, we didn't talk about.
And I'm talking about my father's mother when I talk about my grandmother because my mother's deceased.
We didn't.
But
yeah,
my mother, I can't keep up with her.
Yeah, you know what?
She still works. I can't keep up with her.
Y'all took me out of my zone, but hold up.
She's amazing. She has supported. She loved her kids, her grandkids, my mother. And again, back to women, black women.
Amen.
My father, was successful in his business. He did well, but my mother was the backbone to our home. And
facts.
I didn't know. Okay, first of all, when I was probably born a little, 1 or 2, 3, we used to live in Perkins Projects.
Mm-hmm.
We lived 204, so I was not allowed. I was the third house from the corner. So when we went in that house, and when we came out, we went to go catch the bus. My mother, the things that my friends, once we moved, and my father brought the house, and we moved, my upbringing wasn't what my friend's upbringing was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that we had so much more.
I'm just saying that's what they might have said.
That's what people may have thought.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people may have thought. But it was my mother. Yes, she worked, but it was structure.
Mm-hmm.
She kept us grounded, I was mad because I couldn't do what everybody else could do. I mean, I was pissed off.
You didn't know better at the time. You didn't know better at the time. She kept your ass out of trouble.
Yes, she
Man, I couldn't do
did.
Kept your ass
Yes,
out of trouble.
she did. And that's exactly what she did.
Yeah, right.
I didn't understand it then, but of course, as you grow and you mature, I be like, woo. I always say, when I turn 18, I'm moving out of this house. I did. And never went back.
Oh,
no, I didn't. Thank you.
Well, we hope your son comes back from more house. Come back. I'm promoting. I support it.
Amazing.
I support it. Come back from more house.
No.
Ruin their happy
Look,
joint.
he called today. Man, I need some money. I said, okay. While we was on the phone, stay there.
I'm dead serious.
I know you're serious.
But let me get 5 minutes because we not gonna run over anybody else's show too much. But give me 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
Because I'm in my petty mode right now. I'm surrounded by 3 women, and I'm gonna give Jennifer the chance to have this moment, and I'm gonna make her last. Everybody watches Power here, right?
Yes. Can't wait for Sunday.
Sunday is the finale on Sunday?
Yeah.
No, it's in 2 weeks. It's not this Sunday. It's next Sunday.
Jennifer's
is
It's
it?
not coming on this week?
Not this Sunday. It's next.
It's
Sunday.
not.
How can you do that to us?
Wait,
I didn't know
relax.
that, Jen.
Relax. I gotta relax. But the finale's coming in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I saw it already.
My man Ghost. You saw the finale?
Yep.
But don't tell
I didn't see
me.
All right,
I'm not.
That's fine. My man Ghost, who Mari Hardwick is a frat brother of mine.
He fine.
And my daughter took a picture with him in
Yes, Lord.
Vegas, and then went on another trip the next month and took a picture with Tasha, but in Miami.
Oh no! Look, you
Speak-
slid right into his point. Look at it.
Speaking
Look,
of that,
look. You slid right into his point. Oh, God.
are you team Tasha? Are you team? I don't know if I can say Angela anymore.
No, you can't.
No, it's like Tasha.
Team
or
Angela's
Ghost.
always gonna be with me. She always gonna be.
I think
Ghost.
Ghost's gonna end up dating that newscaster. Yeah.
Are you team Tasha? How do you feel
I
about
approve
Tasha?
that though.
Cool. Go ahead, Tasha. Go ahead, Cool. Talk about
I
Tasha.
don't like to speak
I don't like
negative.
Tasha.
Oh, now you not team Tasha. Go ahead. Why?
No,
Why?
I don't like Tasha.
Why?
I don't like Tasha, to be honest with you.
She gives black women. They're portraying her. I just hate the fact that the way that they're portraying her. I mean, but that's the TV
I
show.
don't
It's
like-
real life.
I don't like Tasha. I didn't
At all.
like her from
Episode 1. Episode
Lord.
1.
When she
I
said
had a chance to watch.
that she
episode
wanted
one yet. I
him
need
to
go
be
back
like
and
the
watch
biggest,
Drug
baddest
dealer.
drug dealer that he could be, and he wanted to be out the
Getting it
game.
live from the
And
source.
I didn't like her, and you know, in that moment, I was team Angela.
Oh, cool.
But just because
Yeah.
of that, but
Yeah.
then I'm like, I misjudged her. Like,
Who you misjudge?
Angela.
Why? Oh, you misjudged her for?
I misjudged Angela. I didn't like Angela anymore because she was really. I lost respect for Angela when she knew in her heart that he didn't do it, and it took her so long to like. You were really.
Oh yeah, yeah, but
the needle,
I mean, but you gotta. You know, it's a conflict between your career and your emotions, and then naturally we try to fight. I thought
that they were going to come up with the film. Because that recording in the office never stopped recording.
Yeah,
that
we
camera,
thought
I mean,
that
I'm
too.
sorry. So I thought that was going to come out. I was shocked when that didn't come out.
So,
what I don't like,
episode 1.
What I don't like, you talking about Tasha. What I don't like is how she has been sidetracked to not pay attention to her kids. That's what I'm
first of all, Tasha and Ghost are the worst parents in the world. Both of them. Like they're horrible. They're horrible parents.
Worse.
Well,
they are both horrible
if my
parents.
daughter came in, my 12-year-old daughter came in with a bruise on her arm.
What?
That's not going to be swept.
But Tasha was the stay-at-home mom.
First of all, let's talk about the baby that we only seen 2 times in the whole damn series.
You get distracted.
The baby?
The baby's a distraction. Tasha was a stay-at-home. Tasha was a stay-at-home mom, and if you notice, her mother from early on was chastising her like, "You ain't shit," and she was telling her.
Debbie Morgan.
So hold up, I'm so happy you opened that door. So happy you opened that door.
Go ahead.
So
we still talking about.
We're talking about how horrible Tasha is.
No. Okay.
No, because you think she's horrible and she's the worst thing in the world. Because we talk about it every time.
I think she's worse than Angie. Yes.
So we talk about that, but we've all sat here and gave accolades to our mothers and what they've instilled in us. We see what Tasha had as a parent figure.
From what she said,
we see what Tasha had as a parent figure. And her mother is all about securing
money,
the bag.
Yeah, money, fact.
Securing the bag.
Fact.
So it's no like real surprise that she marries a drug dealer. And that she wants him to be the best and biggest drug dealer out there ever. This is what was already laid the foundation for her. I might be one of the maybe only people who has certain level of sympathy for Tasha.
Empathy.
I'm sorry. You're right. It's empathy, not sympathy.
You put you back.
However, I think that now Tasha's eyes are starting to open up and see that
I was going to say lack of maturity
is not worth what the risk is. It's not. She's kind of outweighed.
She's completely went off the deep end. She completely neglected to tell Ghost things that were important. She got themselves into something. She got them into something that was crazy.
You are dealing with.
I don't think Tarika's ghost.
But hold on, but see, everybody talks about the bad.
Tarika's not ghost son.
I don't think so either. I think it's Kanan's son too. I do too. I believe it.
That's why she wanted Kanan.
I believe it's Kanan's son as well.
And let's think about this too.
Well, that's right up my alley.
Let's think about this too. Episode 1 though. Episode 1.
We gotta talk about this.
See, here's the thing that I have a problem with, and this is what I gotta end off with. Episode 1, he talks to her before going to their club. Says, "Don't dress like you going in the club, dress like you own the club." He said, "I'm gonna meet you there. You remember it? God damn it, you remember it." She goes there. He's like, "This St. Patrick. Do you want him to send the bottles to your spot?" This, that, and she's like, "No, I know where he's gonna notice me." This man is running the club. Now, I manage the bar that's 20 times smaller than that spot. And, you can't pay attention to everything. He comes down the stairs and he see Angie Valdez. At this point, nobody knows who she is. But people out here on the internet will act like they was already smashing.
I mean, I'm sorry, EJ. Listen.
Huh?
We put so much blame on Tasha, but who chose to marry her? Who chose to marry this woman? And I believe he said it in maybe not the last episode, but the episode before that. He said the first one I gave you was because you were going to make me a great drug dealer. This one is because you're making me a better man.
He's wrong?
So no. Ghost had a conscience now.
Living in the past.
No.
We talking about how.
No,
first of all,
the thing is, you are expecting her to change because Ghost decided to change one day and wake up and have a moral.
Because he dealt with that fact. He lived and dealt with it. Even when he tried to, and you could grab your stuff. Because when he presented it to her, he said, "Look, I don't want to deal drugs no more. I want to be legit."
First of all, I don't like the fact that she was even involved in any kind of way with what he was doing.
Thank you.
It's a TV show.
She involved
herself. Maybe she did.
We speculate.
But maybe she did.
He was
But
successful
she
because of her.
I don't know what. Of course she would have been.
She's speculating. What black woman? What black woman wouldn't know?
She set it
What
up.
black woman wouldn't
But
know?
she set it up
She
with
was
the
his
whole
accountant.
setting up of Canaan and everything. She kind of put the ball in motion. So why
was his
wouldn't she
accountant.
be?
Here's my point.
Why
Here's,
nobody
here's
saying
my-
look at all that she
here's
do
my
for her
final-
family? Look at
here's
how
my-
she's riding
here's
for
my
this man
final
to
point.
make.
She looked like she cooked a good breakfast. But here's my final point. Episode 1, she sees him hug Angie, who nobody knows at this point who this woman is.
And she
He
slept
He didn't
with
see him.
Sean.
He didn't
talk about
see.
this every
He didn't see Ghost.
This one,
She didn't see Ghost. He didn't see her. None of that. So she leaves the club. Says, Sean, and you on it. See, Wendy, you the only one that been honest. She said, Sean, take me in the Tahoe right now.
She likes to have sex. Excuse me. But she
No,
likes-
you damn right. And then she got bucket naked. In the
She
words of
likes
Bernie Mac,
to.
bucket naked in the back for his nephew.
I thought that was low. That's why I said I don't like how she's being.
Wendy, I want to go on record. Wendy, cool. Did you feel that way too?
EJ, what
Now
you
the
saw her
lawyer-
do with Sean, that is the
who
real
she is.
Tasha.
But how
That's
did
it.
you, was it some trash though?
Yeah, with some trash.
Wendy and Coop are the first two women, black women, black girl magic. They don't stand for what Tasha did. Episode 1.
you
I don't
are
like how she's
a
being
liar.
portrayed.
You are a liar because I said what she did was wrong.
I don't like.
You made excuses though.
Lines
to be
across
honest with
on so
you,
many levels.
And to be honest with you, the way that she rides for Ghost, it's a lot of, thinking about self. That's not for Ghost. That's for her. That's to secure
She's
that
the
home
bag.
that she's
Family,
living
yeah.
in,
The
that
bag.
lifestyle, all of that. That's what it's
Yeah,
about. It's
absolutely.
not
But at
because
the
she just
end
has
of the
so much
day,
love
when
for it.
people see that money doesn't save lives because they lost their daughter. So
Yeah.
is any of that worth it
Yeah,
at the
well, we
end of the
forgot to
day?
announce
But
the power
also,
spoiler.
the way,
None of
the
that
way,
is worth
the
it
way that
at the
he
end of the
moved
day.
and kind of discarded her
Who?
throughout
Wrong.
the beginning.
Oh,
Wrong.
the daughter.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because at one point she wanted him. She didn't want him to leave. She was still in love with him. And
You
wanted
talking
him
about
to be a-
Tasha now?
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
Wrong.
Yeah.
If what would possess you to go on a whim? This man's a club owner. What would possess you to see him hug somebody
Right.
that would allow you to run to the Tahoe and do
Well,
what you
that's
do?
it. That's because of insecurity. That's something totally different.
I don't-
Because if your husband is in that type of business, he's going to interact.
But
with
hold on,
people.
Wendy. That's one insecurity. What it might have. All y'all East Side women,
Oh,
y'all might have went up and
Lord.
been like, "Who's this bitch?"
Nah,
That's
nah,
insecurity.
I wouldn't. That's not my.
I know. I know.
Maybe
you
even met her on the way out.
might have. You might have casually asked somebody, Wendy. You would have whooped her ass if it had to come to that because you got that whoop your ass nature in there.
Not
But-
because my
But
husband.
when we
hugs
talk,
a
no, I'm
woman.
not saying that. I'm talking about just the nature because you whoop some ass in there. The whole point is though, what she did. Like, who does that? That's like if I go to pick you up and like, come
Did you
on,
watch
bro.
the first episode?
Come on, bro.
Was it the very first
We
episode? It was
rewatched
the
the
first
first episode. For her to go to that
She was
extent,
never in love with him to me because you
Cool.
cannot be in love with somebody
And
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 do
do
that
what you did.
to his nephew,
No.
and that was an invitation. Not only let's focus on that because that was not only an
But
invitation.
her girlfriend liked
All right, y'all gotta be fair. Y'all not being fair.
her
all right.
girlfriend.
They
Get your ass out of
both
here.
did stuff to each other, right? So
Ghost
this
didn't
is
do nothing at that time.
no. Here's the thing.
He didn't do
Okay,
nothing.
We
it's
know of
clearly
it.
a pattern
We
that
started
both
in
of them
both
do
times.
stuff, and this was just like they do like a tit for tat. They both selfish.
Not at that
They both
time,
bad
Don King.
parents. They both
Don
made
King, you are
bad
betraying us
decisions.
right
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm
You're
being
betraying
honest.
us right now.
He is
I'm
selfish.
being honest.
Ghost is selfish.
He's
Yeah,
betraying
he's definitely selfish.
He's selfish.
See,
All the people, both of the
Well, he
both
may be
members are
selfish, but I'm just saying I like the way he thinks. I don't care.
Oh,
I
he's
like
a
the.
strategic
I
genius.
love the
But
way
very
he
think about it
strategic.
is
thinks.
Yeah, that's right.
Ghost, Ghost may have his ways. He may be, not a good husband.
Mhm.
However, you did not see him trying to smash her best friend.
Mhm.
Why is she out here trying to get with
And his
family members
uncle.
and
Well, that's-
friends?
nephew.
The lawyer.
But
that's not
that's the
justifiable.
black girl magic because
No, you
That-
won't. No, Diamond, can you
And with
not?
that, it's been a great show.
Black girl
Black
magic.
And with
girl
that,
magic.
it's been a
That's what
great
we're not gonna
show.
do tonight.
Uh,
No, don't put on like
and
you
with
will not
that,
defile black girl
God
magic with
damn
that
it.
foolishness.
No, I just
oh my god.
just because if you want to play the game, women going to play the game more. That's what I'm saying. That's the black girl magic.
They go harder.
I guarantee you that
They
those started the
Tom
game.
Brady while we're Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Black women are going to take it a step further and go further than you willing to go to make the point.
That ain't no lie. I even had somebody get mad at me for who I was messing with, right? And it didn't tell me. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that right now because I don't need trouble. But they're gonna get mad at me. This is a college. Gonna get mad at me for who I was messing with. But then was married to somebody else the whole time. And now you know what's crazy though. You know what's crazy about history? It comes to you. And not gonna say that. It comes to you where you're not even looking for it. So I'm at Morgan last year. We had I go to college program. 70 students in the rain, and a good brother of mine was like, "Yeah, I was smashing her too." I thought you knew. I was like, "Damn!" I thought it was everything. I thought it was all world. And here I
thought the moon, the sun rose and set on you.
Needless to say, I mean, black girl magic. You know, with that magic, y'all can make some shit disappear. But I want to thank our two guests, Wendy.
Thanks for having me.
Denise Coop, Young Coop.
You ladies are awesome.
Awesome.
So
Tighten my body.
Please support their businesses.
Tighten my
Go to
body.
their social media
Tent
pages.
Party,
make your
Kitchen
appointments.
Chronicles, and their fans, their customers become each other's customers because I'm pretty sure there's some moms that want to tighten their body and get the buttocks joint going.
You can get it done while you're at the party.
Really quick.
Go ahead and make the point.
I've heard people say, "Oh, black people don't support." That is so not true. That is not true. I've had women, and I know you don't see me promote Kitchen Chronicles as much, but I've had so many women hit me in my inbox and say, "How can I order your stuff? I just want to try it. I just want to support your business." I had a pop-up shop at Urban Majesty Boutique. I mean, people came that I didn't even know, that just want to support my business and then reorder and then tell their friends. So whoever said that.
Oh, we got a caller. We got a caller. Let's take a caller real quick.
Hold up, that might be my mama because we a little late.
Who that? Let's go.
Hello, caller.
Who's that? Who you got? You live. SpeakEasy.
They hung up.
Your service is trash.
Hello, caller.
Get out of the basement. Stop trying to be on the website and on the phone at the same time. Hello. Call back. We can't hear you. Go upstairs. We can't hear you. Bye.
Sorry.
Yo, you're terrible. What I had something I want to say. No, what I'm going to say, I have a challenge I have something that I kind of try to say every show. Number one, stop littering in the street. Tell your kids, tell your children, tell your cousins, tell your friends, badass kids, stop littering in the street. It's some bullshit and I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. But the other thing I want to do is now August 24th, I want you guys as 3 black business owners to network and women to network and then promote each other at least once a week.
Awesome.
Promote each other at least once a week.
That's
I don't have my own business yet. I ain't really get that yet. I'm about to be the receptionist. Let's go. Winner, baby. Mama, we made it. But promote each other's business. Promote somebody. If not each other's business, promote. Just do it. You know what I mean? Because I think you guys are all reputable people. And that's part of the distrust. Because I know I would be like, I don't want to tell that motherfucker about this person. I don't know how he going to be. But the reality is you guys are doing it in a city that is suffering. It's suffering in so many ways. We need y'all. We need what y'all doing. We need y'all light. We need y'all innovation. We need y'all insight. Promote each other. It's now August 24th. Do it till whenever. Do it through the month of September. Promote each other. Stay in contact. Connect with each other. Do what our culture is supposed to do. You know what I mean? And stop littering. That's just some bullshit. It's pissing me off. What time is it?
But to say black, just to piggyback on what you said, how we have been supported by other black women. I just like to let people know I did no other advertisement, never been on social media before ever.
Terrible.
And
we're gonna change that.
I made a page when I started my business, and that's the only promotion I did. So everything have been word of mouth and women telling
that's
other women and
other
women and other women. And I just
and we're gonna keep that going.
Yep.
And thank you for those supporters. And we gotta wrap it up, but we're gonna keep it going. I've known Cool. Both her businesses are dope, and your business is dope. And what I want to forge here is a pact between you guys to make it happen. It's been the SpeakEasy. We gotta go. We out of here.
Bye.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Be safe, everyone. We'll be back.
Hey.